Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Well, it's been a bit of a review month this month and we've got another one to have a look at. And as you can see, our friends at Dwarf Lab have very kindly sent me the Dwarf 3. Now, admittedly, I am a little bit late to the party on this one. I believe the Dwarf 3 was released last year. That's 24 August 24, I do believe. So yeah, I'm a little bit late to the party. And you also may be asking yourselves, Jay, why on earth have you got one of these for when you're a visual astronomer? And of course you would be right. Well, it's because pretty much it's for what the Dwarf has always claimed to do. And that is very simple astrophotography straight out of the box. And that's the astrophotography that certainly appeals to me. Trust me, guys, it's absolute genius what Dwarf Lab have achieved with this thing. Now, just in case you have been living under a rock and don't know what you're looking at here, well, this is basically what's called a smart telescope. It's a camera and a telescope in one. And basically, you're getting a 4K camera because it shoots in 4K. That's great for daytime use. So obviously, it takes 4K pictures, and of course, it takes astrophotography pictures of the night sky. But of course, what I'm interested in is taking photographs of the night sky. Now, I'll just word of warning: if you come to this channel for a good full tech rundown, how to, and all that lot, you have really come to the wrong channel. Because, like I say, my knowledge of astrophotography you could write on the back of a postage stamp. The reason why mainly I got this is just to put the claims of it being incredibly easy to use, and you really need little to no astrophotography skills to produce some amazing results with it. But I'll just run through in layman's terms the difference, and I'll put a more specky thing up on the screen and just tell you the main differences, some of the improvements between this and the Dwarf 2. Now, for a start, you can see the entire thing is bigger. In fact, I've got the Dwarf 2 here as an example. The entire system is just a little bit bigger, as you can see there. I don't know if you can see that. And that's purely because everything is bigger in the Dwarf 3. Most importantly, it's got a larger camera and a larger sensor on there. I shall put up there on the screen, the comparison. And also, it's got a larger aperture than the Dwarf 2. You can actually see that. There's a noticeable difference in the actual aperture sizes. Now, of course, a larger aperture, larger sensor just means better pictures in the long run. The other feature this has got is this one had a separate battery compartment, the Dwarf 2. That's no longer the case now. The battery's actually built in, and it's a larger battery. It's a lot bigger. Again, I'll put information up on the screen about the battery size. The other feature that I do like that's changed is there's no longer a separate micro USB memory card. Couldn't think of the name then. Yeah, I mean, do we really need another one of those? Yeah, it's now got a built-in memory into the Dwarf 3. So I'll just put this to one side for a minute because we are talking about this little fella today. Yeah, I think it's 128 gig that's on this, which is plenty. The other improvements is the Wi-Fi range. I believe the Wi-Fi range has been improved. Now, I couldn't really put that to full test, but I was round about 9 meters at my furthest distance, and absolutely no problem at all. Now, you connect one of these Dwarf 3s, just like the Dwarf 2, with an app. The app's perfectly free, and I do believe it runs on both iOS and Android. And don't worry about running it on some old device as well, because I've got it running on a Galaxy Tab A. I mean, what's that? 2019. So yeah, it's will be compatible to any device that you've got. This Dwarf 3 does have some game-changing features actually over the Dwarf 2. And one of them is you can now use this in EQ mode. That means you can set it up like an equatorial mount, and it it will give you a more precise tracking of the night sky, which means, of course, you can now use longer time exposure. I believe I shall flash it up. I think this is about 120 seconds. I think it will do now 120-second time exposure, which is fantastic for all you astrophotography nerds who like to tweak with all them things. Because I'll get into the simplicity of this, because the Dwarf 3, what I do like about it, you can tailor make it to your level. If you're a total numpty like me when it comes to things like this, I mean, I struggle to make YouTube videos, never mind shoot things like astrophotography. You can set this thing up like to that level. If you're an absolute experienced astrophotographer, you're still going to love it, because you can tweak with this exactly the same. Everything's shot on raw. You do all your dark frames and all, like, still do all that. I believe you can still take all the separate files off the Dwarf and still tamper with them separately, you know, throw away all the rubbish ones, keep all the good ones. Look at me speaking as though I know what I'm talking about when it comes to astrophotography. But that's about as technical as it's going to get, guys. But if you don't want to do that and you don't even know what I've just talked about, don't worry about it, because I don't really know what I'm talking about. This thing does it all for you anyway. The only thing I need to mention before we get into the actual using of this thing, this one doesn't come with a tripod. The Dwarf 2 come with a little tripod. This one doesn't. Now, I think the reason why Dwarf Lab haven't included a tripod with this one is because this one is a lot heavier. You know, it's a bigger unit. And to put this into EQ mode, you are going to need to handle it to your latitude, which, of course, on a small tabletop tripod, that might make it top heavy. Now, there is a dedicated tripod that I know that Dwarf Lab do supply, so I will leave a link for that in the description. The only other obvious difference with this one as well, the filter systems that you get, they're not separate. This is for viewing the sun. And it is so important that you do remember to put these on if you do take it outside. As you can see, these are now just like a built-in, like a pair of sunglasses, really. And just like before, they're just magnetically attached to the front there like that. I prefer that. I think that's a lot better idea. You know, it's so easy when you're screwing these filters on to accidentally drop them. So it's a lot less fiddly, you know, straight out of the bag, snap it on, and you're away to go for doing some solar observation. Also comes in a nice bag like that. Yeah, and so they're your extras. Oh, apart from, of course, we do get, I'll just might as well mention it while I've got the bag open. You do get another one of these, like we need another one, but you do get another charging cable. You do get a shoulder strap, a soldier strap, a shoulder strap that'll go on the carrying case. Of course, instructions and a little microfiber cloth for cleaning things. So there's the few extras you get with it. Now, I just want to have a little quick talk about the app and the ease of use for this. I mean, I'm sure just if you have had the Dwarf 2, not a lot's changed apart from it's just a lot better and a lot easier to use. Now, of course, you're going to need to connect your device. You need to have Bluetooth as well. That's another thing that make sure your Bluetooth switched on. Go through the little instructions. When you first set this up, obviously there will be little pop-up instructions. And that's the great thing about this as well. All the way through the app, if there's a button you're not familiar with, when you first start, if you press it, a little speech bubble comes up with really easy to understand text, no complicated jargon, and it virtually says, like, when you press this button, this is going to happen. So you're like, oh okay. You're like comforted all the way on your journey of learning it. It's great how they've done it. So yeah, so first of all, now, the power button's slightly different. I think it was on the top, weren't it, on the Dwarf 2? On this one, it's this side here. And you just simply switch it on, and we'll just wait for it to boot up for a second, and then power up your app, and then just simply connect it. Now we're all connected up to our up to the device. Now, like I said, I don't want to go in too much crazy detail, in-depth detail about this, but I think more of this video is just to show you how simple it is to use, that, like I say, even a novice, total novice when it comes to astrophotography, what I achieved from this. But I'll just quickly go through some of the basics to get you going, if you like. When you first open the app, you can see the obvious one, big green photo mode. So hit that. Obviously, by the way, you need to be connected to the internet. You need to go through all that process, and we're assuming that your dwarf is outside, obviously, on a nice clear night. Now, you need to get this in Astro mode, and we're now in photo mode. And to know the different modes or what you're going through, if you look on the far right on this little column here, you can see that button there says Astro. But if I just click that, this is like all your different modes, so you can see how easy it is to switch between the two. We've got photo, video, burst, Astro, time lapse, auto capture, and pano. And like I say, folks, I've only played with a little bit of the video and the Astro, so that's what I'm going to show you today. So we're already in Astro, so we click on Astro. We're now in Astro mode. The only other function you need to play with is this one here, bottom right. You can see it says function. If we click on that, you can see it says it's on auto parameter. Now, I suggest you leave that alone if you don't know what you're doing, like me, because that is your auto mode. So whatever target you choose, the Dwarf will instantly know what all the settings to automatically set it up for you. But if you want, you can switch that off, and like I say, go into full manual mode and play to your heart's content. So we're going to leave all that on, and now another great thing, a brilliant new feature about this app is it's now got a star atlas. So again, if you don't know anything about the night sky or what to find, if we open as function again, you can see at the top here, we have got atlas. And now if we click onto that, it's going to show you a full live view of what is available in your skies wherever you may live on the world. Now I'm just pinch zooming, by the way. You can just pinch zoom in and out, just get a better perspective of everything, and you can just scan around and see what's around. There's Mars, look. And the great thing is, wherever you put your little rectangle, you can see that little rectangle in the middle, it will give you a little bit of information. As you can see there, that's HD 97633. You know what I mean? We're clicking onto Mars, and it'll give you all the information you want, which is just a nice little feature. But if you don't know what you're going to look for, if you look at the top right, you see there's a search bar. So we can click on that. And the great thing is, it's got this little menu. Now, this isn't just what the Dwarf Lab can find. This is just what's available in your particular sky for that time of year or wherever you live. So you can just simply click on any one of these, or you can maybe search for a target yourself. So, for instance, M27, yeah, M27. Let's go for M27 Dumbbell Nebula, my favorite. So we just click M27. Now, the great thing is, now, as you can see, it's just sleuthed straight around. Now, if the Dwarf 3 was outside and it was all set up, all I need to do now, if you look, there's a little camera button down in the bottom right. And if you click on that, the Dwarf 3, as you can see, pop-up instructions, you can see you need to have it in a cloudless sky, click OK, and it's now going to start calibrating. Now, basically what it's doing now is that plate solving procedure, which is just finding out where it is, and as you can see now, it's gone to go to processing. So it's obviously found the target it was looking for. It's just fine-tuning itself, and then you'll get another confirmation in a minute. And there we go to success. And all there is left to do now, folks, is press that big red button over there on the right. Now you can see also it's tracking M27 as we speak, and hit start, and all it does is go through a little initialization process now. And what that's doing is checking all your functions, what you've set, and once that's complete, it'll start stacking images. As you can see, it's on the target now. M27, shutter 15, gain 60, total 83. And as you can see, current one, and it just gives you that information. And there you can see your first image pops up. And even just with that first one, you can see it's clear as day that that is the Dumbbell Nebula. It is so easy. We're having the option of everything preset. So it's basically press a button, press shoot, done. That's it. That's how much knowledge you need to know. If you know how to press your screen, then you can use one of these. Really is that simple, folks. I would just keep it on that auto. If you like I say, if you're at my level, just keep it on that auto, and the Dwarf will just put all the right settings on for you. You don't have to worry about anything. Then it's just a case of pressing the red button and walking away and go and make a cup of tea or whatever you want to do, because this takes care of the rest. Now, what it actually does is it does actually live stack and send the data straight to your phone or tablet. And it's really exciting. It's really good because you starts off, you've got this blank screen, and then you've got it going through. Okay, it's taken one, it's taken two, it's stacked one, it's stacked two, and then all of a sudden it comes on your screen. It's like, wow, you know, it just starts appearing. And as it starts stacking, it just gets better and better. I did like that sort of, that part of it, just that live stacking. And in fact, I got to a stage where I was just closing my tablet up. I thought, I don't want to spoil it. You know, it's like closing it up and putting it away. I didn't want to spoil the surprise. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Now, as to what photographs you can produce. Now, astrophotographers, please don't laugh. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. So these are the results I got. Now, the first one is this. Then, well, I'll tell you what. We'll start with the least impressive up to the what I think is the most impressive. They are for me. Well, I think they're all impressive. To say this little thing's taken them anyway. Now, the first one's the Crockeye Nebula. Now, as you can see, now what I want to just point out is these are mainly 50-second, about 50 stacked images. That's all. Now, 50 is just a ridiculously small amount of images. The reason why is because I wanted to get as many images as I could. I had such a short window to get these images. Now, really, you want to be doing a minimum of probably 500 images. But just after 50, with a 35 millimeter aperture, as you can see, that's and I think if you look close enough, even I started to get a little bit of definition in the croc's eye if you look closely. Another thing I must point out, some of these as well, I've just taken directly off the Dwarf and not done anything with them because I tend to make photographs worse in Photoshop. I tell you, I have to improve on my photo and video editing skills. I really must. But yeah, I'm no good at it. So if you have got any tips, by the way, if any astrophotographers, and you're using the Photoshop on Android like that, what's the best sliders to use? Because you've got all them sliders that I just seem to tend to make things worse. Now, I'll flash probably a few more up because I can't exactly remember what I actually taken. And like I say, if you think, well, they're not very good, you know, don't take it from me. What I do really strongly advise you to do is do a little bit of research and see what the big boys on YouTube have done, the top astrophotographer, because you won't believe what this thing can produce, guys. Honestly, it's phenomenal. But I think these are, I'll save my two favorite pictures of them all. Now, I believe the first one is the North American Nebula. Have a look at this. Now, I mean, I'm impressed with that. It's the best photograph I've ever taken. But that's just it, guys. I didn't take it. The Dwarf did all the work. The most I did was go, oh yeah, well, let's have a look at North American Nebula, press go to, poof, you know, press shoot. That was it. I went and made a cup of tea. In fact, I didn't. I went to set my telescope up because it was a beautiful night and I just enjoyed the night sky. Why this was doing all the work. It truly is fantastic. But as you can see, I don't know if I did tweak that one. I might have tweaked it. I'll flash two up. There might be one that's straight from the Dwarf and one that I tried to improve and made it slightly worse. But as you can see, folks, I think that's 100 pictures. And I think they were 15-second exposures. And by the way, I live in a light polluted I think it's about 7.8 where I live. So don't worry about if you live in light polluted skies. That's another thing, by the way, I must mention. The Dwarf does have filters built into it that you can access digitally. I'll put exactly what they are. I know there's a light pollution filter on there. That does dramatically help. And of course, I did manage to capture the Andromeda Galaxy. Now, I was very lucky with this one. I did have to stay up to about 3 o'clock in the morning because I have a very small window of sky where I live. I live in like a bowl. I'll show you actually in a minute because I'll just talk about the EQ side of this thing. But as you can see, Andromeda Galaxy always looks amazing, even through the telescope, in my opinion. But as you can see, that's just 100 photographs. I think they were 15 seconds again. A little bit of tweaking in Photoshop. I'll show you the comparison. One's the original, one's one that I've probably messed up. You're probably saying, well, the original looks better, Jay. It probably does, guys. I do apologise, like I say, for my photo editing skills. I'm not good at it. You'll have to give me some tips, guys. I really do think that is astounding that was quite literally point click North American Galaxy, North American Nebula, Andromeda Galaxy, just like that. Just, and I didn't even have to think about it. I didn't have to think about the mount breaking down, the tracking scope falling off, all the rest of the palaver you have to put up with doing astrophotography. It really is awesome. I know I keep saying this, and you know what? I do get accused a lot, and I do hold my hands up to this. Say, Jay, you review a lot of things, but you never seem to say any negatives about anything. And you know what, guys? These days, it's becoming harder and harder for the price and of what the price gives you. It's so hard to find a negative in something like this. And if I had to find a negative, probably it doesn't have a tripod. There you go. I found a negative. Oh yeah. I'd like the decal to be a little bit more prominent. There you go. 2 negatives. Don't ever say I don't give negatives. Now, I really would have liked to have shown off its EQ mode, but the reason being, but it'll give me a chance to show off a little bit of the 4K video that this can shoot. As you can see, my north sky is completely blocked by 70-foot trees. Yeah, it's just a bane of my life, them trees. I mean, they're way higher than the house. And as you can see, now that's my northern sky. So as you can see, I've just got no north sky. Now my eastern sky is completely blocked off by the house. So I have a little bit of southern sky and a little bit of western sky. So I'm a little bit limited, you see. So I can't really set this up. Now, don't be put off. It's not a complicated process like you may have heard of polar alignment. It just simply is. You point this at roughly your latitude and then point it north, and the Dwarf will do the rest for you. But that does go to show you, like, you don't have to worry, don't worry about it. If you, like me, you haven't got a north sky, don't worry about it. And that's something else to take into consideration. This does need to do, like I say, this plate solving thing. So you do need like a clear sky. But I've just told you, I've got no north sky. I've got no east sky. I've got a little bit of south, a little bit of west. And this still managed to calibrate pretty okay. Now, it couldn't do perfect alignment, and you will get a message actually saying, it's in perfect alignment, and that's if you have got a good scope of the sky. But as you can see, even though I didn't have absolutely perfect alignment, it did see enough to track those and give you some lovely photographs. So don't worry about a small window of sky. Just a quick mention, you can of course use this manually, like it's got a virtual joystick here, and this will rotate. You can do that, and just with a little click there as well, you can change the speed, so we can have it quite fast like that, moving it, or you can have it like as though it's in slow motion, really, and have it really slow for really precise movements. That's something I really love about this. I mean, seasoned astrophotographers these days are used to be like sat inside and controlling the telescope, but with me being a visual astronomer, all that's completely new. It just seems so bizarre. I really do feel like I'm sat in the future, like some kind of time machine in the future. You know, this is the things of things to come, isn't it? You know, I'm just sat there controlling my telescope on a settee, you know, the comfort of my own home. You know, it is all new to me, that, and it is a lovely thing. And I can imagine in the winter time, oh, I know what is going to get used a lot. It's like about -6 outside. Yeah, this one doesn't feel the cold like I do. Like I said, guys, I wanted this so bad, not so much so I can make this video to show you a tech on how to, because I'm still learning it myself. I've had, like I said, I've had it quite a while, but with weather, you know, I've just not had much opportunity with it. I would have liked to show you a lot more, and I will be posting a lot more, certainly on my community page, guys. So check on there, maybe give me some advice as well, saying, yeah, you should have done this, Jay, put this exposure on. I'm always open, I'm always more than grateful for advice when it comes to something I don't really know what I'm talking about. But shh, don't tell anybody. So if the thought of astrophotography scares you and you don't think you're ever going to do it and you're useless with computers like me, don't worry about it. Dwarf 3 is the one to buy, guys. It's so incredibly easy to use. I'd go as far as a child could quite easily pick this up and just take some amazing photographs. It really is, guys. I mean, the Dwarf 2, you needed a little bit more knowledge, especially in the photography side of things, where the Dwarf 3's totally eliminated that. And by the way, guys, I have scraped the surface of what this thing is capable of, and I really do strongly recommend going and having a look on, like I say, a few of the astrophotographers channels and just see what they produce with this thing. And of course, go and have a look on Dwarf Labs main page. They've also got a gallery of some you'd think some of them were taken with Hubble, guys. They're just unbelievable what the power of this thing, and most important, what it's done for me is put fun into astrophotography, because I just didn't get any fun out of astrophotography. I just found it incredibly frustrating, where this just constantly kept a smile on my face. And of course, there will be the prices. I'll flash the price up of this thing at the time of recording this video, but I know you get change out of £400. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, you're getting a 4K camera, just for a 4K camera. Is it worth it for that? I mean, it's crazy. Just what it can do. Yeah, it's a fantastic bit of kit, guys. So there we go, folks. This is a quick look at the Dwarf 3. Now, I know it seemed a little bit of a quick video, this. It's because I've had it for such a long time, and I've been so busy, as you know, with my sponsors and rest of it, and the weather, and we just had a few days. I thought, I've got to get this out, this video, and I will be doing more, guys. The more I learn about this, I'll obviously be posting. So in the meantime, folks, thank you so much to Dwarf Lab for sending me this. I wish them the best of luck with it. It's a fantastic product. And of course, you guys, thank you so much for watching, folks. Take good care of yourselves, and I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.